ha ha. You, Joel, I challenge you. You are not worthy to challenge me or to lead your men or my men, so we must fight. We must hash it out, and then whoever the winner is, if you may, whoever has their head still on, will then have the honor to go out and lead the army to fight that guy. But then that guy's looking over here at this dude the wrong way, so now they got to fight it out and decapitate some motherfuckers. And then the guys in the back, the cousin, the sister's brother's uncle, did a shout out on Facebook against Liu Bang, and now Liu Bang's like, fuck this guy over here. They got to fight. That's the movie. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Liu Bang bangs everybody.
What's going on? Everybody, Movie Dojo Army in the house. We got Joe Valley, special guests from Media Glitch, up in here on the channel. That's
for
how
having
you
me,
do
man.
it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We love us some video games. We love us some martial arts movies. You know, we did the trailer reaction. I was like, we got to do this. We got to do this. So, trailer reaction, and it's funny because in the beginning, if you guys have not seen our trailer reaction, make sure you check it out. But in the beginning of it, we were like, oh no, because it was just like tons of CGI. It didn't look great. And we were like, ugh. But then it got so crazy and over the top that by the end of the movie, we were like, okay, we got to see this. This looks insane.
Right.
And we like weird. We like crazy. We like insane. Right.
Yeah.
Not everything has to have a great plot, but we'll get into it. So I got a little bit excited. I was like, let's go check out Dynasty Warriors. Now here's the funny thing. Before we get started, Joel, word on the street. Some other reviewers are out there that's saying this. What was the perfect sum up for this film? They called this movie gold-plated poop.
Oh, really? I haven't watched any reviews. I've stayed away from all the reviews.
No, I haven't seen reviews. These are just like statements that
Yeah.
I heard. I mentioned that yesterday, which I think is pretty funny.
I'm trying to send a tweet out. I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to.
Oh no, send the tweet. Tweet it. Tweet the Badassity while I say what's up
to my audience.
Yeah. Well, I say what's up to the Movie Dojo Army. Who we got here? The Dreamer's Life, Jake Hall, Eric Plantier, Heather Love, Lady Danish. Who else we got here? Brad Movies in the house. Oh yeah, and the Sexy Sumo. That's right. In the house. Now again. Oh, here we go. Brolacon already. He was disappointed with the film. Okay. We'll get into it. Let's see. So again, like we mentioned again during the trailer reaction video, is that I was a big fan of the Dynasty Warrior games when they came out. I don't remember storylines. I don't remember character names. There's 5 billion of them. All I remember was like, I like the hack and slashy. I want a hack and slashy. I want a 5,000 body count by the end of this level. That's it, right? It's harmless series, but it's fun, mindless gameplay, right? Now, I didn't keep up with the series. I think maybe I have one of them for PS3. I mean, that's as far back. And I know they probably have 5 billion game sequels from then. Again, have you played any of those?
Yes, I have.
Okay, all right. And the Samurai Warriors spin-offs too?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Well, the first Samurai Warriors I got into, because there's quite a few of those as well, was on the PS4.
Yeah.
And I probably have some on the PS2 or 3 or wherever they started.
Yeah.
But I haven't played them. The first time I ever got into the Samurai Warriors was the PS4, which was 6, I believe. No.
Oh my, yeah. I heard those are good too. I heard those are fun.
Yeah.
If that's your thing. So
I even they have the same guys from the game. Like I have the game here, so here's like
there we go.
Right.
Ooh,
Number 6.
That might be the one I have, maybe.
And this, but if you go to the manual, you'll see the guys that were in the game or in the movie.
Okay, the big three right there.
There's the big 3,
okay.
And then you have good old. How do you say it? Zhao.
The villain?
No,
it looks like cow, but they're pronouncing it Zhao.
Yeah, Zhao. So like.
Yeah.
He's there, so yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. You're gonna start this, right?
Well, I mean, okay. Well, again, I'm not the greatest reference. I used to be a fan of the games. I just stopped because I lost interest, but I still like the game. So in terms of the characters and knowing all the detailed plot, I'm probably not the guy to compare it to the games. Just coming in as a movie watcher, that's how I'm coming toward it, and that's why I'm happy I have you on the show because you played the games, and you kind of probably will know what's going on
Yes,
with the movie.
yes and no. Like,
Okay,
I don't even want to sit here and act like I am a Dynasty Warriors,
right.
Professional at all. I kind of like, I love how many bodies fly in the air. I didn't pay much mind to the story at all.
Okay.
So that's not something I can go, oh yeah, they got this right. They got this right.
Right.
Probably with most other video games and video game movies, I could do that. Like I ripped apart Mortal Kombat. I ripped apart, other things in the past.
That's different.
But with this one, it's such a hack and slash. Yeah, even like when they use that same formula, the same company for Zelda Hyrule Warriors.
Right.
They used it for Gundam. They used it for a variety of other IPs, and same thing. I don't pay attention to the story. I just go and even Dragon Quest. They did. Dragon Quest
They had one. That's right.
And that one I did pay attention to story because I'm such a Dragon Quest fan.
Yeah, I know you. I think I saw your video where you recommended the movie, the animated movie that was.
Oh, I love that movie.
I have it in my queue. I'm gonna have to check it out.
You have to watch that. It's really good. So,
but yeah, we love the hacking and we love the slashing. But does this movie deliver the thrills and spills that we wanted it? I don't think me and you both came into this movie expecting to be like, this is the greatest thing ever. We just wanted mindless, right? But it did. But did it at least deliver on the mindless part, though, in terms of mindless entertainment? Did it at least deliver that? That's what I'm curious. What do you
want? You want me to answer that?
It's spoilers, man. Yeah, it's spoilers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, here's what I'll say about when they were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I was all in, even when it's like bad CG.
Yeah.
You already know what you're watching. You already know what you're getting into here. I feel like this whole movie was like whoever directed it was like, hey man, I bought this drone. You want to go check it out? And they just like, it was drone shot out drone, like beautiful shots, actually beautiful landscapes. And but when it is fighting, it never feels grounded. Like in reality. But you're watching, it's you got to take it with a grain of salt. It's like, what are we watching here? We're watching Dynasty Warriors. That who could have ever thought there'd be a movie of this game, And even when the fights start up, the game music starts up.
Yeah.
I always found like when the fights were going, game music was going. When it was more like cinematic, it felt more like score and
usual
stuff that you would see in a movie. So I felt like that was cool, what they did with that. I mean, there's one part where the guy does a slide on a horse.
We got horse drifting in this movie
underneath
and the slide too. Yes, the slide.
Yeah. And it's just so like over the top, Fast and the Furious, ridiculous. You almost want him to get on the horse and be like, "We got family." He's like just riding away because it's that crazy.
Yeah.
And I like that. I actually like the fight scenes. I felt like actually some of the choreography was handled pretty well.
It was solid in parts. Yeah.
Yeah. Like. I'm saying like their worst fight scene is better than the best fight scene in Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Where and a lot of people aren't gonna, and I understand like I can understand like the people who don't watch martial arts movies and they think Mortal Kombat is awesome fighting. I hate to break the news to you, it's not. Okay, when you hear people like me and that Fat Samurai guy. When you grew up watching Shaw Brothers, when you grew, Chinese Super Ninja, Shaolin versus Lama, the list goes on and on. The list goes on,
yeah.
When you've grown accustomed to that kind of fighting, Yen Wu Ping choreography,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you watch Mortal Kombat, you're like, oh my gosh, why? Why? That wasn't the case here. I felt like there were some fights in there when it was a hand to hand, like, you know,
Yeah.
there was not very many, but I felt like they did a good job. Now they're biting right out of the playbook. You see direct shots straight out of House of Flying Dagger, straight out of Crouching Tiger.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so, but you know, it's like, hey man, you know, why fix it if it's not broken?
Exactly.
Type
yeah,
of thing, you know?
And it's like, and even if this wasn't a part of all the big and super moves, they're all from the video game.
Yeah.
And if this movie wasn't a part of the video game, but it still had that same type of action, it's acceptable over there. It's part of the wuxia genre.
Exactly.
You know, where they have their chi energy is so badass, and they're basically superheroes, and they can fly around and do that kind of stuff.
It's
So
like our Marvel.
Pretty much.
You know what I
pretty
mean?
much, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, you know, the movie opens up, you got the Yellow Turbans attack sequence, right? And I was already like smiling because
which I really like.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to you know what I'm about to say,
Don't
right?
do it, and I'll add on. to it.
Okay. So, yeah, I just want to those again, spoilers. So, the opening action sequence, the Yellow Turbans attack scene, right? And we have our main villain Dong Zhao, and I apologize for all the pronunciations for everyone's name in here.
Well, Dong is right.
Okay.
The big Dong,
Okay.
is what they call him.
The big
back there.
Dong. He's showing up, and then you have a big, you know, everyone's brawling, fighting, and meleeing. And then far off, you got Saruman is up there, and he's doing his magical powers, and he's possessing other soldiers that are on the field. These soldiers become kind of undead in a way.
Right.
And then they get stabbed, but they're still kind of going. And then all of a sudden, they're trying to get to Dong Zhao. We're gonna call him Big Dong. They're trying to get to Big Dong, and it's literally, and they keep multiplying and, you know, combining on top of them. And Big Dong's like fighting them while riding. So just imagine this image of a Big Dong with a whole bunch of, what was it, like 30 of those undead
They're
soldiers?
like zombies.
Yeah, like zombies. Like,
like-
and he's dragging them around the field. I was like,
Yeah.
I am a happy man.
And
right
they're just
now.
like, they're rage
This-
zombies too. So it's like horse ride to Busan, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like they're all like just attached to this horse, man.
Yeah.
Biting it.
Yeah.
Remember, they're all
I was like, this is what I've come here to see.
Exactly.
This is what I want to see. But I'll get to my end verdict of the film, though. But I'm just talking about this opening scene. I'm like, yes, this is what I want to see. So Big Dong overthrows Prince Pussy. That's what I'm going to call him. Little stupid ass kid kept crying. He was like, well, what do you think? They're going to get rid of you. He's not strong enough. Well, stop fucking crying. So they get rid of him. He gets temporarily dethroned. And
But we
Big
should
Dong
talk
is
about
in
that,
charge.
like that witch doctor who
Yeah.
we never see again. He's just gone.
Yeah, he didn't die. He got knocked off the side, right? But yeah, I don't think he died.
Yeah, and then he left. Now
Yeah.
here's a problem I have with when movies do this. I don't understand why they do this.
Okay.
They start off with a narrator, and she tells very useless information
Yeah.
over drone shots, of course, because that's all this movie is. Over drone shots, and then the information that actually we need to hear is written on the screen
And very fast.
very fast in
It's
a
like,
little corner.
God damn it.
And then I'm like, why didn't she narrate that? I don't
Yeah.
care about the other stuff you just said. Why
Yeah.
not narrate that?
It's like this big on the lower bottom left.
And then
Like- Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
like 20 minutes into the film, or like the second act starts,
Yeah.
the narrator shows up again, and
Yeah.
she says two sentences, and then she's out for the rest of the movie. I'm like, what are you doing like this, like a history piece thing, or
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're trying to do? What are you doing with
Yeah.
this narrator
Right.
and text that we have to read? Like, make up your mind and do something. That's
Right.
It bugged the heck out of me. So
No,
I'll
it
just put
was
that there.
it was annoying because I'm like, fuck. It's like exposition. Like, here it is on the top lower corner, go. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fuck, man.
And then if
You
you're
know?
going to do exposition that way,
Yeah.
don't give me dumb exhibition like you did when the people are talking. Oh my
Right.
gosh, because when this movie talks,
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
That's
like they're catching you up on what you should probably think you should know,
yeah.
but don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Don't really care. But we're introduced to our three badasses here, our heroes here. We have Liu Bei in the middle there. Oh, excuse me, that's not Liu Bei. Got the wrong photo. Yeah, well, the two of the three main guys, you have
You need names?
Zhang Fei and Guan Yu.
Right.
Hey, did I pronounce that all right? Close
Yeah,
enough.
I think so.
Close enough.
No, I think that was Liu Bei with them.
Was it? It looked like
and
another actor for some
Is that
reason.
not him?
I
Yeah,
think really? I think that was another guy, but
I
that's
don't know.
fine.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Because that could be him. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter
I'm
at
looking
this point. It doesn't matter when you got horses drifting
Yeah.
in the Fast and the Furious type movie. It doesn't matter. All right.
I had a ton of notes and I was rearranging them, and I think instead of rearranging them, I deleted them. Sadly. But it is what it
doesn't
is.
matter. With this movie, nothing matters. It's okay. But yeah, they flee the state. They flee the state. They beat up a corrupt official, and then they get the fuck out of there. And their goal is basically to meet the 18 warlords because they want to overthrow the Big Dong.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dong, though, almost got assassinated by one of his own men, Zhao Zhao, I believe. Tried to assassinate him. He failed. They were gonna crucify him. He escaped somehow.
Okay. Can we talk? Hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like that you're going through
Yeah, I'm
the
trying.
whole thing because this is going to help me. So, first
Okay.
of all,
right.
when you say he tried to assassinate him, that was the worst
Oh, it's terrible.
assassination attempt in the world.
He had the dagger.
He had the
He's all like-
dagger, and he's about to kill him.
Yeah.
Now, this is a insanely overweight man. So,
Yeah.
like, who's sleeping.
Who's got a big
Even
dong.
if he opened his eyes, saw a knife,
Yeah.
you got plenty of time, bro. Take the swing. Like they really set this guy up that he's like, all he wants to do is kill this guy. That's all that matters in life. Family doesn't matter. Killing his best friend, because he's gonna do that later. All
Right.
these things.
Right.
This is what's important, is killing this guy. And because he opened his eyes, you stopped? Come
Yeah.
on. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, he must have done that for a reason. Cool. Plot point. It's not.
No.
It's not.
No. I'm just here to give you my dagger because it can cut through anything. Here you go. Here's your gift.
It was so bad. I was like, are you kidding me?
And
Dude.
it was funny because Big Dong bought it. He's like, he got me a gift.
I love when he slashes that mirror, though. That looks
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool. And then Lou Boo was like, motherfucker, you know he was in there trying to kill you. We can't let this guy go.
Right.
Which leads us to one of the most entertaining sequences in the film. The horse chase, horses on top of the rooftops.
Horses on
Shit.
rooftops.
Horses on rooftops, horses sliding, horses drifting, lightning bolt attacks on the trees, taking out half of the mountain.
Oh, how having a mountain that crumbles on top of this guy, and he still lives and floats away on a log.
That's right. This is he's the chosen one. But let's see here. Who we got here?
Which all looks good, and it all looks great. Like,
Yeah.
when
I wanted
bad,
more
even the
fighting.
bad CG makes you smile. You know?
Yeah, you'll notice it. I wonder if this movie felt like it was a 3D movie, like it was released over there in 3D. I wonder because it's just like it looks like this is
Right.
probably 3D over there, but I'm not positive about that. So the story is based off the Three Kingdoms story. There's 5 billion TV shows and movies. I am really fired because I actually own John Woo's Return to Form Red Cliff movies, parts 1 and 2, which is based on this story. And I heard it was fucking phenomenal. And I haven't watched it because I'm fired and I have 5 billion things to watch. I'll get to it now. But that's what this is. Except this is more the video game version based on the video game. So, again, back to our heroes here. So fast forward here, Zhao Zhao, he upgrades, has a new lease on life, going to start his army, still wants to dethrone the Big Dong, but things get complicated when they meet up with the other 18 warlords, and then it becomes kind of a whose dick is bigger scenario, if you want to talk about that.
Right. Yeah, and Well, you have your main three guys from the Dynasty Warrior games, right? That come in and they're like, "Hey, we want to fight," and they're like, "Let's see your credentials." Basically, like you have no credentials,
Yeah.
And I actually really, really enjoyed this part
Yeah.
where I'll just call them the opposing army comes up down at the bottom of the mountain, challenge them to fight.
Yeah.
And so they start sending out their commanders, right?
Yeah.
And this dude is like decapitating their heads.
Every single one.
It's epic. Like it's probably the best scene in the movie.
I think so. It's probably
in my opinion.
Yeah, the best scene in the movie.
They're just like, and they make it look like he's cutting them, and they're flying all the way up to the mountain and somehow and landing next to these guys.
Everyone got decapitated,
and all the heads went back to the generals. So like, and then finally they're like, he's like, "Let my brother fight," and this that, and they're like, "Fine, what do we got to lose?" And of course he wins, and it's awesome. It's actually quite a fun little trip there.
Yeah, nice and nice little fire choreography too. When the two big dogs went at it, that was actually pretty good. And then he took his head. I was like, all right. Guan Yu took the other guy's head, which was kind of cool. All right, so the movie then decides to become an RPG, and they walk into the forest, and the MacGuffin lady. The exposition MacGuffin lady shows up and tells them about Lu Bu's past and how he has got the heavenly halberd. That's right. Show how evil he was, and he has the heavenly halberd.
I thought that was before this.
I
thought that was before.
I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to mention that because I wrote it down.
Right. I think that happens before the decapitation scene.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? They go and see this lady.
And then we get the Lu Bu backstory.
It's a ton of story. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Zhao Zhao upgraded. We have our whole politics, dick measuring sequence between all the warlords. Then they kind of break off and actually kind of Lu Bu broke off and I think fought Zhao Zhao. I think they had a little duel, or at least Zhao Zhao had a little duel with another warlord, and then they had like a mutual respect thing, and then they were chosen to go off and fight this part. It's all strategy planning. That's all this. The rest of the third act is the meeting. Let's measure dicks so we can take down Big Dong and Lu Bu Electric Boogaloo, and then let's go out there strategically take everybody out, and that's basically your finale. But here's the problem for the movie for me here. Let me come in here. So again, I agree with you, Joel. When there's action and you get the battles, it's good. I think Dynasty Warriors fans are going to jizz.
Oh, yeah.
Dynasty Warriors fans are going to lose their fucking mind. They're
I will probably watch this again with my kids.
There you go. And the end finale fight with Lu Bu and our three heroes is so insanely over the top.
I actually enjoyed every second of it.
That's why I enjoyed it, because it was insanely over the top. If that's not the best scene in the movie, that's probably second best.
It's second best. Decapitation's best.
Yeah. But we have waterfall fight, guys. We have all four guys sliding down the river, going over the waterfall, fighting while falling, weapons, superpowers, flying around, and all this crazy shit. And of course, our heroes, it's their turn. It's the part of the movie where they have to upgrade. They upgrade with their powers and abilities. And then we have a little bit more scrap, and then Lu Bu leaves. I didn't give a shit about the whole romantics. I'm forced to marry. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care about that shit.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
There's so much. Hold on.
I'm trying to keep it together, man.
The first thing is that upgrade that you just talked about, that's like their final upgrade.
Okay.
So when they start actually fighting in front of the palace,
right,
all of a sudden they break out these huge moves, and I'm all like, why didn't they just show up and show these moves to these commanders and been like, hey, can any of you guys do this? Right, I can,
Yeah.
So they're already like, I don't know why he didn't just go to the decapitation guy and do something like that and blow his whole army out.
Right.
Because that's all they do, that before they, actually cut themselves and and take the blood into their weapons, right?
Right. Right.
So now, so the main bad guy, not Big Dong,
Yeah.
right? But Big Dong's testicles, like his right hand man,
Lu
right?
Bu.
Like Lu Bu,
This guy.
this guy,
Yeah.
right?
Played by
He is
Louis
like
Koo.
he is merciless. He's evil. They set him up. He doesn't care. He'll kill anyone
Anyone.
who looks at him wrong.
Yeah.
For some reason, he goes for a stroll. And he looks over and there's a girl walking out into the lake. And he's like, and then she holds up a knife as if she's gonna kill herself. And all of a sudden he becomes, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, total bananas, like shift of character.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea why that's there.
Yeah. Lu Bu went from this to Lu Bu.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm
what he
just
went
like,
to.
what is going on? And this girl's like, I'm forced, like you said, I'm forced to marry him. He's evil.
I don't give a fuck.
And
about
then
any of
he's
that.
all like, well, I got to fight this war. I'll come back and I'll marry you. And I'm just like, wait a minute, man. Like, you're probably worse than the guy she's wanting to get
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah.
And then she's like, how can I trust you? And he stabs himself. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, is that what they do? You know? And then by the end, everyone's stabbing themselves because they got to, you know, it's like a stab yourself kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this story? Like,
It's because Louis Koo, as my man Eric said, he said Louis Koo is the Matthew McConaughey over there. He's known to play a lot of romantic roles, but he's getting more. He's done some thrillers, and he's getting more into action now. So maybe for the women, you know, let's have Louis Koo become Lu Bu later. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the games, the characters got together. They had to shoehorn it in. I don't know.
well, like, I thought he made a great
I
film.
was just annoyed.
In fact, I thought all the casting was done
Yeah.
pretty well.
Mhm.
Like, but it was just like, what is that? What a turn! In,
Yeah, I love how Guan Yu always does his beard like that.
yeah. He's
believe-
does the pie man,
Yeah,
you know.
I love that. But yeah, I don't have an issue with the casting. But yeah, that was a really good point, Joel. Having Lu Bu, who's the main, really Dong. You know what, Big Dong. He's just back there with the chicks drinking.
Dude,
He ain't
every
really doing-
time,
Yeah.
I'm like, they just paint this picture of like, if you're evil king, all you do is sit there and laugh with girls. Like all that. Every time
Drink,
you cut back to this guy,
eat. Yeah,
that's how the scene starts. Is
Yeah.
him wrestling with these girls. It's like, it reminded me of, and they only do it once in Iron Monkey, but you know, when he's there wrestling on the bed with the girls,
Uh-huh.
Iron Monkey, the governor
Right.
guy.
right.
That's what that reminded me of. But it's just like
Yeah.
why not establish like one of his girls he likes, like catching eyes, you know,
Yeah.
throughout some scenes, you know,
build
like that. There's this attraction there.
Yeah,
Don't
build
just
it.
all of a sudden throw some random girl in a lake that's gonna stab herself and make me care.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. Not
Hey,
that we're it's
she's
Dynasty
hot-
Warriors. so.
She's hot. I
Right.
want some of that. What I gotta do? Okay, hold on a second. Ah, all right. Huh?
And then he leaves a big epic battle because he's telepathically connected to her
Right.
and he knows that they're about to get married or something like that. So
Some bullshit I don't give a fuck about. It's like we just had waterfall fight, like literally final boss match. Like it was really over the top and entertaining. If you guys love superhero battles, superhero fight type movies, you're probably gonna want to check this out.
right.
But I have some concerns. You know, and you know, I've reviewed films with other people and we've differed before. So it's all good. It's all love. But I was getting bored, bro, to be honest. Like the middle of the movie got really slow. And what I don't like is despite, you know, General Decap, that's what we're gonna call that guy. That was the best scene in the movie. I don't like when you know, oh, we're gonna be serious drama now. No. You just had a
Right.
scene earlier where the horse was drifting. Okay, they might as well just throw in a screech on that to make it complete. Sliding underneath lighting, hitting trees, sliding horse scene. We were just jumping off of houses, and then the whole middle of the movie, it's like it took a break. It decided to be serious, you know. And I'm all for character development. I'm all
Right.
for story progression. I'm all for that.
Right.
But I kind of, when you have undead zombies brought back to life by the witch doctor Sauron, when you have that scene, that's the rest of the movie, dude. For me, that should be the whole movie.
Right.
Introduce the character, set up a quick plot device. Let's go. Next fight. Next big fight. And to be honest, I was disappointed with the end finale. I was really disappointed.
Well, it's
because-
very unclimactic because
Yeah.
no one gets what's coming. Nothing is resolved
right.
because there's a
Trilo-
second one coming.
Trilogy, right? They want to go for the trilogy.
So that's why they just cut it off like that. But as far as like
I get
I don't
that.
mind like a movie that's crazy over the top going into a, like drama if it's done right, or if it's or going into comedy if it's done right.
Maybe,
Like, have you ever seen Sammo's?
Maybe I felt that way because I just didn't care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's done really bad. It's done really, really bad.
Yeah.
So when they do transition into those scenes, you don't care because it's
Right.
done so bad. But like a movie that I think of that does it really well, that mixes genres and does. Have you ever seen Sammo's like the Magnificent Butcher?
Oh yeah, it's classic.
So that one I feel like has all kinds of things, and it all fits well together.
Yeah,
Where this, it doesn't know what it wants to be, and that's the
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. You summed it up a lot better than I did. I was more like, I'm bored, but yeah.
It will get boring because you don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, Samuel's known to doing that. He'll have like a serious dramatic
Oh,
scene,
for
like
sure.
holy fuck, and then the next scene it's comedy. He's known for
Yep.
doing that. But it's Samuel, so we don't have any issues with that. But yeah, I just kind of was, to be honest, dude. The middle of the movie, despite general decap, I was really checking out. So I was
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, I'm checking out of the movie. The finale better deliver. As soon as they arrive, I'm like, here we go. Big moves, big attacks. I'm like, here we go. Let's get it started. Woo! All right. It's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be worth it. And then we get our fight with Lu Bu. I was liking that. Waterfall fighting, flying around, 3-on-1 battle. I was digging it. I was like, yes, this is why I'm here. And then the movie's over. Now, I get it. They're setting it up for a sequel. But the massive battle parts were like non-existent at the end. Like, what happened? They could have showed more of this and then ended it the way they wanted to end it.
Or even someone's got to get killed.
right.
There's got to be some sort of reward for sitting there watching this thing for 2 hours, and like it's just lazy writing. Easy fix would have been the witch doctor shows up if they didn't want to kill the main bad guy,
Yeah.
and the other guy escapes.
Mhm.
They have a showdown with the witch doctor to kill him,
That's it. Yeah.
But there's got to be some sort of, that's why. And oh my gosh, your audience is gonna kill me when I say this.
Okay.
Well, this is why I like Endgame, and I don't
Okay.
like a lot of the other Avenger movies or Marvel
Okay.
movies.
Okay.
I don't hate them, but I just
Right.
because I know there's no consequences for anything.
Okay.
If someone dies, they come back. If some, you know what I mean? Like they're, and that's how this is. When there's no consequences, there's no threat, then there's no reason to get emotionally involved.
Right. Yes.
And so this is what this suffers from. So when you do get it's such a huge deflation when the guy just, oh, my woman's in trouble. We're not done here yet. And
Yeah.
he leaves.
He literally said that.
Yeah.
He literally said, "We're not, like, we got all the guys still at the bottom waiting to brawl."
And it's like,
That's-
okay, you got 3 guys,
Yeah.
chase them.
I know.
You know what I mean?
They don't have the powers of flight, like Lu Bu does. But yeah, I was just like, oh, so you gave me some blue balls, great. And I don't like movies that give samurai blue balls. Okay, so
Yeah, Lady Danish does it good. No stakes. That's it. There's no stakes. There's no.
yeah. So I guess we wrapped up. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, everything else is great. Everything else is big budget CGI, except when it's not big budget CGI.
Or they forget.
Great costumes, sets, some solid fight choreography here and there, superpower battles. There is some positives to the film.
Yes.
But is it gold-plated poop? Joel, is it? Or you actually liked it a lot better than that?
Well, I think that like when it was slow and they were just talking and not much to see, the cinematography was actually pretty well. So as a filmmaker, as a film director myself,
Yeah.
I could appreciate it when it was slow moving. And I was looking at other things, That being said, it works in the opposite for them when I see like, oh, they didn't plan this shot to be slow motion and they do it in post, which is a digital slow motion. It looks like garbage. I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
And so there were things that they did that bugged me as well. But like the Dong's palace looked really great and was convincing and there were some shots that had a lot of extras they were actually on location. I was like, wow, that must have been a big scene to shoot. Like that stuff was cool. That kind of helped me get through those parts, But you could totally just cut out everything and play a 30-minute cut of the fight scenes and be happy and get the same exact result emotionally that you would if you just sat there and watched the whole thing.
Pretty much. So let's go ahead and give our verdict. We're going to rate it here on the channel. 3 out of 5. 3 is average, but we go 5 stars here, Joel. So what do you rate the video game flick Dynasty Warriors? What do you give it?
I give it a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a
Average.
2.5.
No.
Because 2.5 is right down the middle, and I think it goes it goes above that line with some of the fight choreography, with the effects, just some of the things. Like I've never seen a horse glide like that, and I probably never will again. And so I will always remember that. Like there's some things that will stick out. You know.
Right.
Like him proving his love for her, even though they met 30 seconds ago, that he would stab himself in the arm.
Yeah.
Who am I to argue? That's love.
That's love.
That is love. I didn't do that to my wife when I
You're hot. You're hot. Let's get together. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, my friend. Samurai gives it a 3 out of 5 average. And it's just... it's definitely not the worst. I mean, this is not Resident Evil Chapter 5. Okay, this is not the 5th Resident Evil movie, all right, where I fucking hate. I hate. But yeah, you get some cool superhero battles here and there. But I wanted more, man. You got, when you introduce, like you just said, when you introduce the world of drifting horses, lightning battles, like everything that I was throwing out and describing earlier, Sexy Sumo in the comments was like, "Oh my god, this sounds like the greatest movie ever made." I know, right? If I just listed like all the shit that's in this movie, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I gotta see this movie." It sounds nice, but when you watch it, it's kind of like, well, at least for me, I was just checking out of the middle, and I was just kind of like, I don't really care who these people are, and like you said, Joel, of the writing, there you go, Contra. That is an amazing shirt.
Well, Sexy Sumo said, "Let's talk about Joel's sweet shirt."
Yeah, I played
it's Contra, but it's aliens, Stallone and Arnold on there.
Fucking great.
So,
do they have size 6X?
I don't know, man. He did not stab himself in the dong. No.
Right. So if you have Netflix, by all means, check it out. It's not the most worst video game movie ever. Have you seen Blood Rain? Okay. It's not the worst video game movie ever.
Have you seen House of the Dead?
Have you seen House of the Dead? There you go. Yeah. So it's not the worst. So if you have Netflix, by all means, check it out. Forward to the action sequences. You already heard our review.
I would just put it on
Yeah.
Like if you have like I have this huge TV. It's ginormous, right?
Yeah.
And you just put it on and you just chill. You know, you're answering texts, checking emails, and then you stop and watch the fights, and then you go back to what you're doing. It's perfect for that. Perfect movie for that.
It just kind of, it's a little bit of a bummer for me though, because I really wanted to, like, dude, this is so over the top. I want this to be insane. I can't wait to watch this craziness. And I kind of wanted it to be a guilty pleasure, at least reach guilty pleasure status for me. And maybe even, fuck it, we ever made a top 10 video game movie list as a guilty pleasure, I could have threw Dynasty Warriors on there, but I can't. So, but it's not the worst. So that's why we're giving it a 3 out of 5. Let's see here. Hey, don't badmouth Uwe Boll. I know he might challenge me to a boxing match.
You might find yourself in a boxing ring. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, they would love that, wouldn't they? That would be hilarious.
He's the greatest director.
5 seconds, he's knocked out.
Well, you know what? The guy's made more movies than I have, so that's something.
Movies.
I felt like one that was, and we're going off topic here, but was somewhat entertaining for me is it called Seed? Is that right? Sexy Sumo will let me know, because since he's such a fan.
I seen Rampage, not the video game movie, Uwe Boll's Rampage. It was very interesting. It seems like he may have a talent or a knack of something outside of the video game movies. You know,
right.
Like stuff that's not video game movie related.
Which Seed wasn't, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's called Seed. And it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
A guy who gets electrocuted.
Like, he just stopped doing video game movie products.
It's not as good as Shocker, you know.
Well,
but
it's a classic, you know. But yeah, this is always fun having you here on the channel, man, talking movies.
I appreciate it. If anyone wants to go subscribe to my channel, I'm trying to get to 15K by the end of the year.
15K by the end of the year. Movie Dojo Army, make it happen. That's right.
I don't want to quit YouTube, so.
I
said I don't want to quit YouTube, so I'm trying to get.
We understand, but yeah, we're in your corner, my friend. Remember last time we were on here, man? You had so many subs that day,
dude. Your audience was so good to me, man. They were just subscribing like crazy. And I appreciate it every time, man.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is fun. We got to do more movie reviews together. Maybe we do some horror. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, you know horror, me, man. Whatever. I'm down for whatever. As long as
when you're free. When you're free. So
as long as I'm not on set. I watched that. Sorry, I don't know if you're. I did watch the new horror movie of Megan Fox.
Thoughts? I haven't seen it yet. Thoughts without spoilers.
I thought I missed her until I watched it.
Oh no.
No, it's not. It's not bad. I had a fun time. You know, it's okay. It's very low budget, very just like cabin in the woods type of movie. Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a bad movie at all. Actually, it was fun. I had a good time.
You gonna review it?
No, I don't review movies.
All right, so
unless it's with you.
Okay.
I'll review anything with you. I used to review movies, you know, and then
what do you give it then on the Samurai score? What do you give that movie?
I give it a 3.5.
3.5, 3.5?
Yeah.
All right. Copy that. Well, if I come across it, I'll check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna need to get some more movie reviews here on the channel.
Till Death.
I've been so busy.
That's what it's called.
Till Death. Was it better than her other horror movie that she made a long time ago?
You know what's funny is I've never seen Jennifer's Body.
It wasn't horrible.
I wanted to see it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
bad
I heard
for
it was
her.
marketed wrong.
Oh, okay.
And that was written by Diablo Cody, I think, too. So
yeah. I mean, for her being in it, it's not. It's actually okay.
Yeah, but I've heard it's grown and like it's got its own cult following. So I gotta go check it out.
I can see that. Yeah, I can totally see that. Definitely.
I have to check it out. So
Heather Love subscribed.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man, but this is
thanks,
a lot of
Heather. I appreciate it.
But yeah, I don't want to keep you too long. If this was a live Q&A, man, we'd be talking still all day.
Oh,
but it's a review. We can't have 3-hour review of Dynasty Warriors.
I know, right? Like people are like, "Wow, how could you talk about this for 45 minutes? You could sum it up in 5," and you could, but
But yeah, thanks again for watching today, guys. Don't forget, I'm gonna play it again. If you missed it, I'm gonna keep on playing it. Damn fly, get out of my face. One more time. If you haven't seen it, don't forget this Thursday, baby. Yeah. Whoa. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I'm pumped. Let's do this.
I have a favorite, but I won't say.
Are you free Thursday?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm leaving without internet. We
Okay.
ain't even doing our stream this weekend. I'll be out secluded
Yeah.
for a long time, for a little bit there.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself.
Unless
Have
they
a break. Well,
let
while
me
you're
have a
here,
phone.
just for fun, who would you have picked? What movie?
Yeah, I like Way.
I love both
Dragon.
of these movies.
Oh, I do too.
But
Yeah.
I got to pick one. But what's your favorite?
Way of the Dragon.
Oh shit! Look at that! Look at that, son. Joel picks Way, and right
I
now our internet poll, Way is getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Right now,
That's
which I'm not surprised. I'm not
That's
surprised.
usually what happens to me. You know, like I like the the oddball one. You know,
Yeah.
like House 4 is pretty awesome.
Halloween 3. Did you see the announcements? All those movies are coming out in 4K.
Can I just? Oh, are they? I didn't
Yeah.
see that, but I did see
Darn
the
it.
new Halloween trailer, and I was blown away.
Dude,
I'm just
I
like
was-
so excited.
I was
even-
not excited for it until I watched the trailer. Now
Yeah.
I'm like excited. Now I'm losing
Dude, when the trailer has like a 10+ death count, you know Michael's going to town on
Oh
this.
yeah, I'm pumped. I'm definitely pumped for that. So hopefully,
I'll do that review.
all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Definitely. But yeah, man, enjoy yourself and have a good break, my friend. But thanks for stopping by the Movie Dojo, hanging out with Samurai. Don't forget to subscribe. Joe Valley from Media Glitch, 15,000 subscribers. You want to get him there? Let's do it. We can make it happen. And I'll see all you badasses tomorrow. I may do a live Q&A, hang out with you guys. We'll see. But if not, don't forget Thursday, 6 p.m. Peace out, guys. Take care.
Bye bye.